This is John Norton. Today I wanted to do a personal perspective on being nominated American Vice President. A lot of my friends have come to me saying that I should do this video, and so here it goes. I've bin in White House for a lot of years and in a lot of cabinet positions in the White House, all the way to being director of operations, and so I've had a long career with being in the executive branch, and but during the time of the President Barack Obama's second run for office, ran for second term in office, I was given an overwhelming amount of support in Congress, and both parties, both the Democratic and Republican Party, overwhelming numbers of support to run for VP, Vice President. And so I decided at a certain point to take Barack's offer, which is he came to me and said, "Do you want to be Vice President?" And you've got one of the longest career track records in this executive branch, and if there's anybody who really deserves to be Vice President, and in fact, you really deserve to be elected President of this country. But let's start with Vice President first. And so I said yes. He said, "Do you want me to be my running mate as Vice President?" And I said, "For the second term." I said, "Yes, I'll do it." And that started a process which was as a candidate to become American Vice President. So through the whole process, which was quite a lot, I became a candidate, and then I got the nomination process. I got nominated, and the nomination process has to go through the Federal Election Commission. It also has to go through many different checks and balances, and those are not financial. Extensive background check, work record check, and vetting process, which I went through, and then it has to be go to through House and Senate committees and be scrutinized. And so my entire work record is completely scrutinized, my being in public life, and also my business dealings, my every aspect of my life was put through criminal record, public record, etc., put through a microscope. And so Congress looked at it very, very thoroughly, and then it came to being nominated as a candidate, being nominated Vice President. Once it went through and got approved by all the committees, went through the House of Representatives and got voted on the floor of the House. Then it got forward to the Senate, U.S. Senate, where it went through an extensive amount of committees: the Foreign Affairs Committee, the Judiciary Committee, and Senate Intelligence Committee, and Military Committee, Homeland Security Committee. All looked at my candidacy, and then subsequently rubber stamped approved it. Then it was forwarded to the main floor of the U.S. Senate, where it was debated and then approved. And so the final vote still represents for being nominated. The final vote nomination had largest bipartisan support that's ever been recorded in the both people speaking in favor of me being nominated vice president, and also being the floor vote itself and the committee votes. Most of them were behind closed doors, so the public wasn't invited to a lot of those votes. And the Federal Election Commission certification of my being nominated was also they went through the whole entire gamut of investigation of who I am. So did the Department of Justice. They did a thorough investigation and background review and vetting process. Part of the vetting process to be nominated vice president. And when the process was all completed, the Senate, by a overwhelming majority, voted in favor of my being nominated, and the nomination was then certified both by the Senate and by the Federal Election Commission. And so I become nominated American Vice President, and what a great honor in my lifetime to actually do this. And then I got an offer from the United Nations, and so here I am. I'm nominated Vice President and about ready to complete the process, which I was being encouraged by President Obama and by all the former living presidents supporting me, and by my own family, my own royal family, encouraging me to go forward with both the Grimaldi family, which is my wife Maria's family, and also which is the House of Grimaldi, the House of Monaco, and also the House of Windsor, which is my royal family, my other royal family, which is Spencer Middleton, part of my royal family. And so I had Philip and Elizabeth Spencer encouraging me to complete the process, and other members of my royal family in Britain and Monaco in my corner, encouraging me to become elected American Vice President. So I fielded over many years. I've fielded many people's questions publicly and privately, even friends of mine who asked me why was I never actually elected American Vice President. And the simple question and answer to that is I got another job offer at the same time that the process was being finalized for confirmation process for vice president, and I chose to stop the process, which angered a whole lot of people and disappointed a whole lot of people because they wanted me confirmed vice president. That would have been a final Senate floor vote for the confirmation for the job. And instead, I took the job offer for the United Nations, and I said thank you very much for nominating me and trying to confirm me American Vice President. But I'm taking the job package with the United Nations, which I did do. And so I at that point I turned to my friend Joe Biden and I said, "Do you want to be? I'm going to front you as vice president, and I'll step aside and I'll take the jobs with the UN," which I did do. And you can become Joe. You can become vice president. And so I pushed through his this with Senate with the help of the Senate majority vote in the Senate. I helped him become vice president, and that's what happened. So that answers some people's questions as to what happened. Why didn't I become actually officially elected American Vice President? There's also another part of it too, which is I still remain on the list, a very small list of people who are candidates for president of the United States and on the elected the ongoing election list, which is an internal White House list, and also kept by both parties, by the national chair, the National Republican Party and the National Democratic Party. Each have a copy of those lists, and so every time election cycle, one person is pulled from those lists to become elected. And my name still remains on the list to be elected President of the United States, and I've been repeatedly reminded that I am on that list. So I thought I'd speak to that also, since I'm already been officially nominated Vice President. So I hope that explains some people's questions. Thank you.